So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on the Saturday grid. It has been a beautiful day here, although it is really, I mean, it's just rainy, drizzly, kind of a wintry mix. Sleet was coming down earlier. I think I saw some snow getting ready to fall. But it's a beautiful day, especially when you get the Christmas markets outside and the music and the people so happy. And I am winding down today with a Scandinavian glühwein. It's called glögg. That's a G-L-O with umlauts, double G. One of our community members here, Swedish Neo, put the thought in my head a couple of weeks ago, or actually it was just earlier this week. He said you should try glögg, and so I looked for a recipe. I don't really do carbs or sugars or anything, and I haven't for years and years. It's probably been 7 years since I've done anything like that. So I decided to make a version of it that would be a little bit more or less, like maybe a low carb, maybe a keto type of thing. And I tell you what, it is absolutely delicious. If you have any interest, let me know. I'll post the recipe. But this was absolutely fabulous, and it is fabulous. And I got a big old pan of it, so it means I'll be drinking on this probably tonight, because I can't imagine it sticking around much longer than that. And I put some of that Turquoise French rum in there. Oh, so good. Anyway, so let's see what we got here today. We have a Luke K. Schreiber, and I don't know how he pronounces his last name. I'm assuming Schreiber, but here in Germany it would be Schreiber, and what a cool name. And edited by Joel Faliano. So let's just jump in his grid and see what we've got here today. December 7th, 2024. A day back in 1941 that changed a lot of lives. It really did. And people, if they were unable to join the military in response to Pearl Harbor, I mean, there were people that committed suicide because they couldn't go, and they just couldn't live with themselves. It's kind of how I felt after 9/11. Only most people didn't feel the same way. It's just, so there it was. Let's see, undertook in an idiom. Undertook, and it really bit off, maybe more than he could chew. Unfair charge, informally. If that's bit off, this could be a bum rap. Could be. We can only check it, right? So let's take a look. So let's see, bit off. Very nice. Man, I'm telling you, this is some good stuff. Highest ranking Asian American politician before Harrison. I guess that would be Daniel Inyu. Never got to remember how to spell it. Y-E maybe? Illegal substance and sports lingo. So that would be a performance enhancing drug. Words of support. I get it. Aye. So those all in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. And so on and so forth. Like nobility, we must be speaking of their titles. One might be used in math class or studied in history class. So I guess it'd be ruler. Midwestern tribe, maybe I'm going to go with the Otos. And I got the hiccups again. Dance class outfit. Ooh. We got lucky to get the uni part of this in. Otherwise, we probably would have put unitard or leotard in there, and it would have been Jamie Farr. What helps grease the wheels? I guess we're talking about motor oil. Not to. We have fro hot water. Hot water. Well, I don't know what that's going to be just yet. Maybe high risk here. So, we're talking about Dire Straits. And not that great band out of England. No. We're talking about being literally in hot water, right? So, weak parts of a logical argument. 5 letters with that E. I'm going to go with leaps on this one. And isn't it funny how people do take those leaps, Hockey great Eric. I don't know. I barely know what the Stanley Cup is, so I'm not going to lie about that. Evil act. Maybe a misdeed. Okay. See, I just caught myself doing it again. I catch myself every now and then typing without looking at the keyboard. I know I can do it. I just can't do it when I think about it. So, I've heard this 1,000 times in my life. When I was a kid, I never understood it because I was a kid, 4 or 5 years old, it's going to go over like a lead balloon or dead on a doornail or any of that stuff. It took me a long time to figure that out. In fact, I'm still not quite sure what a doornail is, but siege deterrence. I'm assuming we're talking about moats. I was reading somewhere in a history book once that it wasn't that they put alligators or, well, crocodiles in these things. They apparently just had human sewage in them, and that was deterrent enough. Plea of innocence. I guess maybe don't blame me. Okay. Gifted orator, maybe a spellbinder. And okay, super. So hockey great. I don't remember I need to quit looking at that. So you're driving competitions amidst everyday traffic. Spanish honorific title. I'm thinking don. So maybe road rallies. I've seen this in a meme or something, but I don't know. That DM there, that makes me nervous. Let's take a look. Chatting, private. Okay, DMing, good. Never mind. Whenever I see two consonants together that don't normally go together, I get a little freaked out. Like, oh no, but yeah. Subject of a rap battle between Hamilton and Jefferson in Hamilton. When Central Bank. Very nice. Central Bank. Got it. I don't know. I mean, is it Lindros? I mean, I haven't got a clue. I'm not even going to try to guess. See, getting dirty could be soiling. Maritime route could be a sea lane. Like the gargoyles of Notre Dame. And I guess they're made of stone. So, hockey great Eric Lindros. Eric Lindros. Hockey great Eric Lindros. Okay. I have it up here in my word hoard. Ready to go. Signal of impending danger. And oh yeah, this looks like we've got ourselves a red alert. A red alert. Sound the alarms. Like the two Super Bowl teams in early January to be for sure. So yeah, to be. See, I did D, to be determined. So they're not even coming in there yet. We're not gonna be ready for that for a while. Boxing mini trucks, maybe a CB radio. Moderators assortment, kind of contract. I'm assuming oral. Draw out with water could be to leach. Changes color in flight could be pails. And moderators assortment, I guess these could be topics. Beliefs associated with Plato would be ideals. ID created in 36 would be a social security number. Elephant in the room could be addressed with a circus, right? Within the circus itself. Hello, Mr. Elephant, I'm addressing you. Swing around could be to slew, and subsequently, most successful American video game franchise for short. I'm a guy who doesn't play video games. This is my video game. You're watching me play my video game here, so if I had to guess, I'd say Grand Theft Auto, but I don't even know if that's American, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Parts of some massagers, and I guess this could only be the neck rubs parts, right? Can't think of any other thing that would go with an N and an E, so most successful. See, I don't have a clue. Not a clue. Pompous pronoun. Largest isle in their inner Hebrides, and I guess that would be Skye. Oh, you know, one of these days I got to get to Scotland, and I need to get out on a boat and see some of the Hebrides. I mean, my whole life, I wanted to do it. So this pompous pronoun. Yeah, it's been a long day. Maybe the royal we. Though, if I had my druthers, my personal pronouns would be us, we, and ours, right? I really wouldn't mind, you know what I mean? I'm really kind of an egalitarian fella anyway, so it would work. So I don't know what this is. The CO something. Mouths that don't talk. Wild could be feral. Rest stop sites could be semis. Uproar could be tumult. So I think this mouths that don't talk could be deltas. First Nations people, I think this is probably the Ojibwa. Huck's pal, Tom. And all the shots one doesn't take, per se, is probably, yeah, misses. And so, popular apple variety, 4 letters, Fuji or Agala. So I'm going with Fuji on this one. I wonder why. Stressed half the time. Blank my life, Bon Jovi hit, it's my life. Yep. In fact, it was the theme song for my officer candidate school class in the Army. So stressed half the time, the iambic, among the common pentameters. English majors unite! Cough. Ahem. Ahem. I wasn't finished speaking just yet. Ahem. Host of a record 8 Olympic Games as of 2024. I guess this is the USA. I guess just had to have the direct article there, didn't we? Okay. So measured out, maybe meted, attacks, maybe sets on. I think we agree the past is over and they misunderestimated me. Well, this can only be one thing. Laura tells me all the time it's about Bushisms. And I know how hard it is to make love to your family while you're trying to put food on them. Yeah. Number 43. Bushisms. I've met the guy. You know, he's really a nice guy. I was a lieutenant in Iraq the first time I met him, and I was a captain on R&R from Iraq the second time I met him. Interesting, nice guy. Renowned conductor born in Bombay, and I guess that would be Mehta, and part of a nuclear family. I'm just gonna have too much fun with this the rest of the time. I need to start doing a different character each time, you know. So, you know, maybe I could just start off doing like, you know, maybe start off and just do the entire crossword puzzle to say, I don't know, pick somebody, right? Al Pacino, right? Introducer of the new look in 1947. So we're talking about Dior. It would be fun, right? I doubt very seriously you'll go for it. Bright shade of yellow would be canary. And how did we do, Bob? Very nice. And, you know, I really enjoyed this grid. Luke K. Schreiber, Herr Schreiber, deine Crosswortwetzel ist sehr, sehr gut. Sehr gut Arbeit. Very well done. Good work. Nicely constructed. So there was nothing that stood out to me that was just uniquely or just overly inelegant. Everything was clever. Nothing was really a given. You had some names in here like Lindros that, I mean, I just wouldn't have known. And if it wasn't for the intersections and the cells, the crosses, the ups and downs, sideways, everything else, I would have never, I think I'd have had a hard time finishing this grid. So, again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate how well constructed this was. So very nice. And instead of tapping these things out of here, I'm going to go ahead and ding them out like I ding down the Banilla Dadu. So to show a bit more respect for the grid and for what it was, we'll just go ahead and see you again tomorrow, Mr. Grid. And before we bring down our Banilla Dadu, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking, and thank you so very much for the comments. Heard from a wonderful individual overnight who was just telling me that, you know, they're really good at Jeopardy. They're really good at, Trivial Pursuit, but just really kind of suck at crosswords, whereas I'm kind of the opposite of that. I'm actually pretty good at Trivial Pursuit, but when I've tried out for Jeopardy in the past, never have a problem getting past like the little IQ test that they gave us. But it's always in just working the buzzer and getting so worked up and you know, just getting to, I mean, it's just overwhelming for me. And I'm not a competitive sort at all. And so, you know, like I'd really rather not compete with anyone over anything, really, you know, like here's some for you, here's some for me, let's just be good here, right? But sharing these kinds of things with each other, this is how people learn, right? This is what makes us a learning organization, makes me very happy with that. And with that said, we'll bring down our benyed to you. And until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Au revoir. Be good to yourselves. Be great to your neighbors. And be especially phenomenal to the people standing behind you in the queue. Be well. Take care now.